back to the final track by track for my debut EP, A Sign of Change, now streaming everywhere. Now, go check it out. It is finally out. I am so excited to say that. I've been working on this for so long, and it is so exciting that you're able to listen and to share it with you. So please check it out, stream it, share it. I hope you love it. I love it. So today we are going to talk about the first track, The Circle of Life, which is the song that the title of the EP comes from. Not the title of the track, but the lyric in the song. And I love this song. It was one of the first ones that I wrote for the EP with the EP in mind and started producing. It was one of the original 3 that I actually started producing songs to. It was this one, SS Charlie, and The Last to Go. And then I decided to create an EP after making those 3. And now we're here. So let's get into the Circle of Life and see what's going on in there. Starting out, we have, of course, our breath. And so if you remember in The Reaper, if you watched the video, if not, go check it out. The Reaper is the last song on the EP, and it ends with a final breath of last breath of life. And so this is the first breath of life, and it's the intro and outro of the EP, and it is also a way to kind of keep the circle of life going. So if you listen to the EP on a repeat, it'll just keep looping, and I think that is such a cool and fun idea, and I'm proud of it. I think it's so fun. Then we have our guitars. So this is 3 different tracks. A kind of natural, it says natural stereo, natural guitar noise. More so mid to low tones, not really the higher frequencies. And it's on the left side of us. We have the more fuller, kind of tinnier guitar sounds as the main focus. And then we have this fun little wave-esque quality to it on the right side. And it's fun. And then we have other instruments as well this time, down here. A little harp. And a little flute. And you'll notice the flute kind of pans from left to the right, and that is because it works with our melody.
From the earth and through the trees, a tulip garden at your knees, and the sun shines through it all.
Here comes the flute.
In the grass and past the leaves, a wind is blowing, just a breeze, and it guides life, all is one.
And so the idea was, let's get the lyrics out. A wind is blowing, just a breeze, and it guides life all is one. And so that flute is kind of like the wind coming in, and it's going over, and then the main vocals are kind of pushed out of the way, and then it blows through.
In the grass and past the leaves, a wind is blowing, just a breeze, and it guides life, all is one.
Pretty. And then we go into the chorus.
I'm waiting for a sign of change. It'll be here soon, as quick as rain. First nothing's there, then you're wet. Feel a drop land on your head. and sound.
We have, of course, our
I'm
main vocals.
waiting for.
And then they're also panned to each ear to just create fullness to it.
I'm waiting for a sign of change.
So that's it without the extra vocals. And then with them panned to each ear.
I'm waiting for a sign of change.
It just makes it a little fuller. And it's cool because the main vocals don't really have, they have reverb on it, but nothing like super reverby. It's 20% really. But the others, that's where the reverb comes in. And so that's where I kind of like get the echo without affecting the main vocals too much. And then we have the harmonies.
I'm waiting for a sign of change. It'll be here soon, as quick as rain.
And then, of course, we have some more harmonies, because who doesn't love extra, extra, extra harmonies? And I believe this one is the same thing, just panned to the other ear. And you'll hear the reason I doubled it was for that exact reason, because it just makes it much fuller. But it's also like not the focus because it's far back, I feel. I don't know if that's how it works, but I feel like that's how it works. And then altogether, we have this.
I'm waiting for a sign of change. It'll be here soon, as quick as rain. First nothing's there, then you're wet. Feel a drop land on your head. But don't look up, just plant your ground. You're safe and sound.
Yes, that is the harmony. So fun. And then we have our instruments. So let's go check these guys out. So starting out with the instruments, we have piano and some cellos. Simple, classy, elegant. We get a harp. Wow, Ellie, this is really cool. This is really nice. It's kind of beautiful. How did you come up with that? I'm just talented like that. Then we have, on the right ear, a little more funk to it. Yes. Still pretty, still nice, but a little more something to it. That's music right there. Wow, he's done it again. And all together we have our chorus.
I'm waiting for a sign of change. It'll be here soon, as quick as rain. First nothing's there, then you're wet. Feel a drop land on your head. But don't look up.
Yes. And then we go into our next verse, which is slightly different.
We start as nothing, turn to thoughts. We grow and grow, then stop and watch. 'Cause one day we turn to dust.
The main difference between this verse and the first one is the amount of harmonies that I added in. And you'll see, I had quite a bit at the beginning and had to kind of tone it down. And I think that was something that, since this was one of the first songs that I started with, it was something that I had to learn. I was like, had to build into a song and not give everything straight away. And so you'll see a lot of muted tracks, and that's because I was just kind of like adding so much that I was like, time to loosen up a little, go backwards. But so then in the second verse, I was like, let's be a little more fun.
Stop and watch, 'cause one day we turn to dust. Then life goes on and lives go by as we're watching from the sky until we can reignite.
And then down in the verse instruments, pretty much the same. We have our harp and our flute again, but this time an oboe. And it's pretty much the same thing as the first verse, but I feel like the oboe just kind of adds to the idea of growth. It's like adding on to what was already there and building more and more. Again, building up is something I had to learn with this song and is what the song is about. And altogether, pretty much the same, but a little leveled up.
As nothing, turn to thoughts. We grow and grow, then stop and watch. 'Cause one day we turn to dust. Then life goes on and lives go by as we're watching from the sky until we can reignite.
Love it. Into our second chorus.
I'm waiting for a sign of change.
Which is all the same, except for one thing. At the end of the chorus, you'll remember in the first one,
You're safe and sound.
you're safe and sound. Ugh, I love it. And then in the second chorus, we have,
You will be found.
you will be found. Which we'll see what happens in the final chorus of the song, which is what we end on. But let me tell you, it is different. And then we have our bridge.
We are the cosmos reinforced. Dream of a life that you once owned.
And so, first difference, we have another guitar track up here. And it just kind of switches up the sound of the guitar. Even though it's the same 3 tracks from before, this additional one just kind of adds a little something to it. Without it, let's hear. Nice, beautiful, gorgeous. But with it, it just adds a little more oomph, you know, a little more something to it. And then we have our bridge. And what I love about the bridge is the way it builds. Again, another building on yourself motif here. So it starts with the main vocals, and then it has like 4 tracks additional to it, vocals.
We are the cosmos reinforced.
And so we have these 2.
We are the cosmos reinforced.
And so these are the main vocals that I have a higher and a lower as both as the main pan to each ear, but like more towards the front. So it's like still the focus. Then we have,
We are the cosmos reinforced.
2 harmonies here, and then we have more harmonies here.
Cosmos. We are the cosmos reinforced. Dream.
And so these 2 are filler harmonies. They like go in between the phrases of the main vocals. And so that's all we start with. Then we go into it more.
Then when you're ready, disintegrate.
These two vocals jump in kind of like the gaps between the filler harmonies. And it's like, it just kind of builds into a beautiful harmony.
Ready, disintegrate into the ground that you walk now.
And that's not all. Then we have 3 more vocals that jump in.
Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out.
So fun. I love the way it builds on itself. Without these 3,
Breathe in,
without these guys,
breathe in, breathe in, breathe out.
and so that is why the harmonies are there. It adds like a sense of fullness. It makes it really pretty. And it just kind of builds up the importance of what's going on. The idea of taking a second and recognizing what life is and how fragile it is and how short it really is. But how big everything is when it all like works together. And so then we have backing vocals as well, so it's not even done there.
We are the
Hold on. I love backing vocals. I think they add such a cool ambiance to it, the song. I think it is a way to like kind of fill out the song and make it, I don't know, just sound finished. I love to do them. I think they're so nice, and it's just a fun part to do. Like it's just you're singing random notes, and whatever comes to mind. You'll see these. This is 2 takes, to come up with what I first wanted to do, which is it makes sense. I don't have a starting point, so I just kind of go freestyle. And so I come up with whatever that is, and then I go, okay, hit record, and I do another harmony, 1 take, and then I do another one, 1 take, and then I decide to do a 4th one, and it's just for fun. Like whatever comes to mind is what I do, and if I like it, I keep it. If I like the majority and I like a certain section, or I don't like a certain section, then I'll re-record that section, and it's so fun. I love to do backing harmonies. Then we have our instruments. And so the timing is not perfect. I recognize that. What are you gonna do? I was not great at timing when I first started writing these or producing the songs. I have since gotten better, but I was like, it's my first EP. I'm liking the process. I'm just gonna do what I like to do, and I'll get better as I go. And so for this project, if it's not perfect, that's okay. I did it, and that's what matters. And I'm proud of that, and I think it's so cool. And so, regardless of whether or not the timing's perfect, I think it sounds good. So that's my main thing. But then, with everything put together, this is our bridge.
We are the cosmos reinforced. Dream of a life that you once owned. Breathing in the air that circulates. Then when you're ready, disintegrate into the ground that you walk now. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. I'm waiting for a sign of change. It'll be here soon, as quick as rain. First nothing's there, then you're wet. Feel a drop land on your head, but don't look up. Just plant your ground. You're ready now.
You're ready now. That is the new change. It is the first version of the chorus that I wrote. But it just felt like it was the final version, final chorus that it should be in the song. And I think it's so lovely. And that is The Circle of Life. Again, one of the first songs that I started to produce. Maybe even the first. And so it's gone through a lot of changes. You'll see at the top here we're at version 7. Some of the versions are slightly different from each other. And it was more so when I decided to take like a big change. If I wanted to redo the vocals entirely or come up with a completely different melody or something. Not so much a melody, I kind of had this since I started. And you'll see I actually posted this on one of my TikToks a while back. And that was the first iteration of the song. It is different now, and I think it's better now. But it's so cool to look back and see where it started and where it's become, or what it's become. And I love it. I think it's so cool. Once again, my debut EP A Sign of Change is out now on all your favorite streaming platforms, so go check it out. I hope you love it. I love it. There's a lot more to come. I have 2 songs, I think, in the works coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Already working on the new EP, so that's very exciting before this even came out. So stuff is planned. So make sure to subscribe, like the video if you like it. Go check out my other track by tracks if you haven't seen it. It is a lot more of in-depth discussion on what the songs are, why I chose certain paths in creating them, and all about how these songs are made. So check it out, follow me, go check out my Instagram, posting lots of fun stuff, check out my TikTok. And I'll see you in the next one. Adios.